Hey, welcome everybody to Robert Sarazin Blake, The Kitchen Table. I'm Robert Sarazin Blake. This is The Kitchen Table, and my associate over on the right is David Penderlofgren, who's running all the technical aspects and, of course, playing the Balleron as well. Very welcome to be with us on this slightly chilly, but not really all that chilly, night here in Bellingham, Washington, the most northwest corner, the most northwest city in the most northwest state. We got a great show ready for you tonight. The one and only Petunia joining us a little later on. So excited to have Petunia. And I've heard a rumor that Jimmy Roy is going to be with him. I'm not for sure. Jimmy Roy, great steel guitar player from Vancouver. Petunia, also from Vancouver, just up the road from us, but a million miles away. The border to Canada has been closed down since March. So there we have it. We're starting the show here, and it's almost Thanksgiving. So much to be thankful for always, and that's cool that we have a holiday to remind us. Personally, I like to take the approach to Thanksgiving of dismissing all of the folklore, which is a bunch of BS, and taking the holiday at its face value as a day to be grateful. This is COVID time. We are perhaps getting into the worst of it, so let's take a moment and talk about that. And there are people dying, there are people getting sick. So it was like light a few candles. First off, we'll light a candle. Oh, this could be tricky. Light a candle. Oh man. For all those who have lost, and for those of you who were watching last spring, often the lighting of the candles can be quite a moment. We did bring back another candle here that has from the old setup. Got a backup lighter here going today from the kitchen table. Yeah. I think this candle is officially not going to work. But we've got some extras. Hey, are we having fun yet? Okay. The show is coming together, and it's like that Willie Nelson. I love you in my own peculiar way. We're starting the show today in our own peculiar way. All right. In all seriousness, what's the count up to, David? How many people have we lost in the United States to COVID?
Over 250,000.
250,000. We light a candle for all that we lost. And we light a candle for everybody who is suffering. There are people in hospitals, and the people working in those hospitals are no doubt suffering. And we light a candle for everybody who's suffering because of this pandemic. Whether it's a big suffering or it just feels like a big suffering, because sometimes their own personal worlds feel important when they're really not. But yet it is a suffering. And we're going to light a candle, one more candle here for hope. Because even in a pandemic, even with so much suffering going on, there are good things in our lives, and we're going to be grateful for them. And we're going to have hope for better times. We're lighting that third candle there. Woo! You know, every week we're somewhat prepared and somewhat not prepared, and that's just what's going on today. I wanted to start a new tradition with you here at the kitchen table, because the whole idea is that we're gathered around a kitchen table together. It's this amorphous kitchen table that goes from your living room to my living room to this kitchen table right here in our kitchen table garage studio. And when you come to my kitchen table, I like to pour you something to drink. So pour a little something for David. Give you the big one. Pour a little something for myself.
You got a glass ready?
Oh, and we got a comparable size glass. And this one is for you, my friend. Now let's get to some music. As I say, we got Petunia coming along, and if you've been following along these last few weeks, we are now doing something called Stump the Band. So if you have a request, if you want to try and stump the band, start thinking about what questions you might have. Not questions, but we might get into questions. I need a whiskey to warm myself. Woo! Little chilly here. It's a wet cold, people. It's a wet cold. It's the temperature. You're going to look at there. You're going to be in Buffalo right now. You're in Toronto right now. You're looking at us, and it's like 41 degrees. You're thinking, that's not cold. Well, it's a wet cold. Woo! And now we're just desperately out of tune, which gives us a chance to get to know each other a little bit better. By the way, how are you doing? Hope you're alright. Let's play something together, David. I bet your hands are cold too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, it seemed like I tuned up and then it just got worse. Well, this is live streaming, a live broadcast coming to you. This is not NPR. This is not a production that has a staff beyond the two you're looking at right here. Although we are adding a third because, as you can see, we need a little help. What is going on? You take what you got, and it turns into a memory. A memory's all you got. You keep it like a family, go to another place, like an island or a century, where the leaves stay red, and the morning don't come early. Where I wait sleep. Oh, take what you need, and pass the time, turn to seed all water and all weed, all in my growing garden, when the fruit it blooms, all pickle and preserve, and in return, I will offer you my burden. Saying I've been waiting so true. Oh, and if the green turns black, if the dirt shifts to sand, we'll return to the earth. Sweet fruit, decay, and three dry tongues, one long note say that I was waiting still. Oh, I was waiting. Feeling good down here. David, how are you feeling?
Feeling great.
Hey, we had some excitement at the top of the show. Did anybody notice we had an infiltrator into the stream? That's what got us a little flustered here right at the gate. I hope nobody followed that link, and I hope it's gone forever. But I guess it's sort of a mark of, we've kind of reached a certain place in the world of live streaming that people are infiltrating our stream with links you shouldn't follow. David, hold the fort just for 2 seconds there. Why don't you show them the difference between the old Carey style of Balron playing and the Bellingham style of Balron playing? Right here, David.
Oh, I thank you, Robert. Okay, well, I would be happy to show you the difference between the Carey style of playing and the Bellingham style, but I should first let you know that this is a Balron. It is a traditional Irish frame drum. A traditional Irish frame drum is played with one hand holding a stick, one hand manipulating the backhand of the head of the drum. The traditional Carey style is, of course, a style where you use two ends of the tipper, or the stick, to strike the drum. The Bellingham style I'm happy to say I had a hand in developing myself, includes a brush on the end and playing it a bit more like an avant-garde jazz drummer. Robert, back to you.
Well, we started Stump the Band, and we got a great request for a 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover a couple weeks back, and I think that'd be a great way for David to do a little show and tell about how you can play a bit of a funky jazz on the Boweron there. You know?
Okay. So 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, made famous by Paul Simon, written by Paul Simon, includes a drum beat that every drummer at some point in their life has to learn, and it goes
Is that Jim
like
Keltner
this.
on drums?
That is Steve Gadd
Of
on
course,
drums.
of course. Yeah, you know what I mean? There's not many out there who play Boweron Bellingham style. That's David Penderlofgren there. Let that just be a little clue. We may be coming back to that combination of rhythm and noise. You know, I don't know it yet, but I think I might learn it just so I can hear David play that Steve Gadd drum beat on the Boweron. There are Carey style players. Well, I mean, we're going right into it tonight, people. Are we feeling all right? Is anybody out there? I don't know, but we're feeling good. We did a great tour of Ireland coming into a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Time is elastic now. We don't know the difference between a week and a year. And we were a little nervous to be bringing the Boweron played by an American to Ireland to see how that goes down. But by the time that David and I performed, actually people came up to us and were asking David what kind of drum it was he was playing, because his style of playing is so far from the traditional style that they didn't even recognize it as being the same instrument. So that's the innovation I'm dealing with here, and that's why we're actually performing to you from this kitchen table to your kitchen table, because there's a box and he's figured out his way to bang out. Woo! Eventually it's going to warm, my core temperature will warm up enough such that I can hold this guitar pick. And I come visit you this summer way home. At farm in New Hampshire, I won't stay home. Stay out of your way. I wanna see you smile. On a green summer day and there's a river. We can go swimming, take off our clothes, have a new beginning. Watch the dirt fall from our fingers and toes. Lay out all the light restored to the soft leaves. Flower trees, kiss you so sweet. Go back to your arms again, where my heart has always been. And I crawl into the cracks of your smile, run my hand down your back a while, with the eyes of the ones I know, where I laid so long ago, where the arms are the ones I've seen. Mountains white, mountains green, the sun. love, you can come and see me. Though again I know you'll leave me, our hearts can only so long. There's a reason why you've been gone to the rivers, the mountains, and the hills, the late night parties, the daffodils, the inside passage, the back and all. You became part of all that just saw the songs of flowers, trees, kisses so sweet. Oh, we're feeling good here from the kitchen table. Are you feeling all right? I hope you are. Woo! Okay, so here's the deal with playing Stump the Band, and I thought of a question, a trivia question for all of you out there who are familiar with my music and have been paying attention more than most. I'd say this question you might know, and if you get this right, then you get to stump the band. The question is, and it's a trick question, I'll let you know that. What album does that song we just played? What album does that song appear? The name of the song is Farm in New Hampshire. You can put that in the comments, and then how are we going to let you know if you're the winner? We don't know yet. We're going to figure that out on the fly because we're flying away here, enjoying our... Speaking of flying, let's do flying. Haven't played that one in a long time.
Whoa.
Yeah. If you like the tune, go to the video page on the website, and there's a video of David and myself and Thomas on saxophone playing this tune, and one of my favorite versions we ever made. Remember that?
Deep cut.
I don't remember doing it particularly. I kind of do. It was a long time ago. Thomas Deacon, the great horn player, Thomas Deacon, played with us for a number of years, 2 to 4 years, and he was so good and so inspiring that I would often forget the next verse because I would get so involved in his solos and as a listener and as a kind of an accompanist to him that I'd forget what I was doing. So once again, if you want to win Stump the Band, write in what album Farm in New Hampshire is on. I'm thinking about flying, although you give no reason. I'm thinking about flying, changing the seas. I know you love me. I've tried to be good to you. Although things are alright, if you only knew. I'm thinking about flying way up high. Let the clouds take me. Let the breeze blow goodbye. thinking about flying over foreign seas. Thinking about flying, and I don't want to take you with me. Warmth of the room. We could use it. We're feeling good tonight. Wow, enjoying this very much. We see, speaking of candles, the candles are out. Did anybody say anything in the comments about the candles being out?
No comments about the candle.
Is anybody with us out there? We got candles going and they fall out, and I don't,
Oh no, Kathleen Zatlukel says, "Where's your Zippo?" I think she's worried that your lighter isn't sufficient.
Yeah, well, that's definitely in the realm. I thought maybe my zipper was down when I heard that comment, which you don't want to be caught with your zipper down on live television. I'm ready for more already.
We do have a healthy audience in the house tonight.
Okay, good. Everybody's healthy? Jesus, this is scary times. Scary times. We are outdoors. David is masked. We are being careful every day. We hope you are too. And I'm going to try something new, brand new, right off. We're in the notebook. This is another special segment of the show. We don't always do this. We are out of the notebook. I don't know this song yet. I've just written it, and so I don't have it memorized. So I'm out of the notebook here. My notebooks are all I like. This is what I write in. Not so romantic. This one's college ruled. Actually, I got some new ones, and they're wide ruled, and that's tough for me. I may have to just give those away or something because I'm like I need the top flight standard one subject, not the three subjects. That's way too much paper. One subject. This is the spring 2020, and I'm not sure when I started this one, but sometime between the spring and now, and we're going to give it a little go here, and it will never again be this way because I'm sure there's going to be some changes to be done. But I felt I was working away on it on Friday. I thought, yeah, we can get into it. Yesterday would have been better than today. I think in practice we can sing lower than we do performance. Yesterday would have been better than today. Today's better than ever. Oh, yesterday would have been better than today. Today's better than ever. Train left the station at 2:45. 4:30, it was raining. 7:10, saw the sun go down. Street Streetlights flicker in another small town, Albuquerque, outward bound. Whistle blowing when the hammers pound. Yesterday would have been better than today. Today's better than ever. Oh, yesterday would have been better than today. Today's better than ever. Sherry had 2 kids and a mother in tow, ages 6, 11, and 74. She packed a magazine and a couple of beers. When the kids fell asleep, she felt the tears start to flow with a second sip. There's relief when you start to slip. Yesterday would have been better than today. Today's better than ever. I was wanting to leave that place, but I might pull the lever. Well, back in the bar car, it was shots and Jack. John pulled a bottle from his beige backpack. The bar was closed, but everyone held on. Richard got a guitar and started a song. He played something everybody knows, Satisfaction from the Rolling Stones. Yesterday would have been better than today. Today's better than ever. I was wanting to leave that place, and I finally pulled the lever. The engineer hadn't slept in a couple of days. He made the turns only slightly hazed. Kept thinking about his brother who'd been dead 10 years. Didn't want to give anybody those nightmares. He blasted Little Richard and Elmore James. Something about the blues on a midnight train. Yesterday would have been better than today. Today's better than ever. I was wanting to leave that place. I finally pulled the lever. Let's play something. Yesterday would have been better than today. Today's better than ever. I was wanting to leave that place. I finally pulled the lever. Sherry went walking in the fresh, clean air. To her left, to her right, nobody was there. She could see the road ahead, didn't fear the road behind. Her steps on the pavement had a clickety rhyme. Who knows, the first step was easy to take. You gotta be free to make your own mistakes. Yesterday would have been better than today. Today's better than ever. I was wanting to leave that place. I finally pulled the lever. Oh, yesterday would have been better than today. Today's better than ever. I was wanting to leave that place. I finally pulled the lever. And it's my real hope at some point in this next week you're going to be doing something and you're just going to have this little worm in your ear and you're going to have a hard time remembering where it came from. Oh, yesterday would have been better than today. Today's better than ever. I was wanting to leave that place. I finally pulled the lever. All right, fresh out of the book. We'll see if that one ever sees the light of day again. Glad you were with us there. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed performing it, performing it to you and God and everybody right here from the most northwest corner, the most northwest city of the most northwest state in the lower 48. Robert Sarazin Blake from the kitchen table. And if you're watching the show and enjoying it, well, I suppose, moderately even, would you do this for me? Would you go to your Facebook and you're watching it there and you can push share. You can share it to your page, and that means anybody who just seems to be floating, scrolling through their phone right now, and they're friends with you, will see this, and then we'll be spreading the concert around. It's sort of like live streaming is a little bit like street performing. You know, there's all these people out there who should be doing something different, but they're scrolling through their Facebook feed. I do it, not proud of it, but it happens. And sometimes I scroll across something, and maybe Mike and Ruthie or Petunia is doing a live stream show, and then I get to enjoy that. Others of you know we'll be doing this and tune in, and we certainly welcome that. But if you would, go and just share that on your page, and we'll do a tune or two more, and then we'll have our good friend Petunia join in. But yeah, do one more. Petunia is on deck now. And then, of course, we'll be playing some songs around the kitchen table just like we do after the gig. We come home after the gig. One of the best parts of being a musician is traveling around and you meet these characters and you become their friends and you stay at their houses. And then you go to their house after the gig and you sit around the kitchen table and swap a few songs. So that's what we do. That's the spirit of this evening we're spending together this Sunday evening. Oh yeah. I'll wrap up this first set with a tune from a great songwriter from Westport, Ireland, called Tony Reedy. I remember the day, I remember it well. On the 15th of August, I cycled to town, and over the hills we stood on the pedals, on the feast of the Assumption, Mary in heaven. I took a picture of you with my Brownie 127, 1952. And your smile, the sky of blue, was all I could ask for to feel of you. Innocent times, a mother and son, trying to be saints as we stumble home. In a sombre dress, you looked your best. Way back then, I was only 10. Bikes in the shade, a good crowd in town. We talked to the neighbors, cycled back home. Home to the house, and home to the place where I grew up and played before your sad days came. I took a picture of you in a sombre dress, 1962. Innocent times, mother and son, trying to be saints as we cycle on. Innocent times, a mother and son, trying to be saints as we cycle along. Song by the great Tony Reedy from Westport, Ireland. And now I'm so excited to bring these special guests onto our show this evening here. I've known the music of one of these men since I was about 15 years old, and the other since I was maybe about 25. Well, let's just go with 25 years old. We're talking about Jimmy Roy, and we're talking about Petunia. Welcome to the kitchen table, fellas. And I'll put in my mic here in my ear so we can be together in a more communicative way. It's going to happen. Ah, there it is. Here we are. Fellas, how are things in Vancouver?
Excellent.
They're excellent?
I sprained my ankle, but I got to play softball all day. I played until the moon came out. The weather was brilliant.
You played softball?
Yeah, I played softball. Played baseball, softball.
I forgot that. That's right. When Petunia and the Vipers tour, every town you play, you spend the whole day doing a promotional softball game against other people in the town as a way to get people out to gigs. Just like Bill Monroe did.
You know that he also used the box?
Really?
He used the box? Yeah, he used the box in the town also. Boxing against someone in the town.
When I read about someone like Bill Monroe, I realize I'm not trying very hard. His band would drive overnight to the next town, play a promotional game of baseball, then do the gig, and then drive overnight to the next town. It's like, maybe I'm not trying. You know?
And then spend another hour or two per day working on getting your voice higher.
I just want to be in tune on the notes I do have. That's wow. Well, glad to have you. You know, we had you back very early on in the show. I think it was April, and at that point we were saying things like, "Well, you know, a month or two, this is no big deal. We can get through this." And then we flirted with the idea of you coming down to the Jamboree, but of course,
I was there in spirit.
Nice. There's no crossing the border.
Not physically.
How has that affected both of your lives? Obviously professionally, but I mean in more like a common living experience.
Miss Bellingham. We're going down to Bellingham.
Yeah.
You know.
Not that. And where are you broadcasting from? Vancouver? Are you out on the Sunshine Coast, or what's the story?
Camp more than I've ever been in the summer.
You can't.
And I played more softball than I can play life in the summer. And I'm playing more guitar at home than I've ever played.
Yeah.
Writing songs. I've been in the same place for more than a month. How long has it been since I've been there? It's great. I've seen all the seasons.
Yeah, I agree. That part is kind of special.
Lots of time to play music for yourself.
Well, let's we'll just hand you the bully pulpit here for a little while and hear what you've been up to, and we'll check back in after you play three or four songs.
Okay.
Thanks so much for being on the show, everybody. This is Petunia in the near view, and that's Jimmy Roy in the rear view.
Your choice.
All right. Play in the key C. No, 1-5-1 maybe. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I've just been thinking things over. My heart is swollen with tears. My life just don't seem worth living. Well, it's been like that way for years. My skies have all turned to gray now. Feel like I'm walking in the soul of my shoes. My life just don't seem worth living. I'm just knee deep in the blues. so long it's true, dear. Love you with all of my heart. Now I've seen you blown and gone straight, dear. Yes, and it's broken my heart. If my skies have all turned to gray now, feel like I'm walking the soul of my shoes. My life just don't seem worth living. I'm just knee deep in the blues. Yes, I'm just knee deep in the blues. Well, I'm just knee deep in the blues. You want to play Jimmy Rogers?
Sure.
Play a Jimmy Rogers song for you that I left to play recently. I play a lot of them. He's great. A lot of people play his songs. If you haven't heard of him, look him up. Jimmy Rogers. Do Treasures. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Dreaming of you and your eyes are blue. I've loved you forever, it seems. I have longed for you, dear, and wanted you near. You are the gal of my dreams. And though I have met you just now, I'll tell you of my love somehow. If I could but win your heart, little girl, then I would have treasure untold. These kisses you bring me in life's sweetest dream are even more precious than gold. I love your sweet face and your dear smiling eyes. How often this story's been told. If I could but win your heart, little girl, then I would have treasure untold. Yeah, I got one. Got one in the key E. On that old rock pile with the ball and chain, where they know me by a number, not a name. Lord, Lord, gotta do my time. Well, I gotta do my time. Take it on. And the worried mind. When that old judge looked down and smiled, I'm gonna put you on that good road for a while. Lord, Lord, gotta do my time. Well, I gotta do my time with an aching heart and a worried mind. Gonna swing my hammer. You can hear it rain. Gonna swing it like John Henry all day long. Lord, gotta do my time. Well, I gotta do my time with an aching heart and the worried mind.
One side, flush me.
You're in.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll play another song. Let's see Robert's in the corner screen play another song. Can't see him there, people. Dude, you want to do that one that I just taught you? No, you're out. I'd rather just play the second
Oh, I
one.
went out to the world.
No, no, no.
It's,
No, you're out there.
it's a new song, brand new song that I wrote during this whole thing that I've been talking about. We talked about earlier about how all you musicians out there are writing tons of songs. Here's one I wrote during this, because this whole time probably wouldn't have got to write it actually. That's right. Touch the spark to the flame. Heard you call my name. Swaying hips so fine. Shook my mind. Cause me so broken my mind. Feeling lonely again. Oh, oh. touch me once more that way. Touch me so. Kisses wet and warm, lost eyes and charm, legs wrapped round me, wild electricity. Cause me sorrow, sorrow in my mind. Feeling lonely, lonely again. Won't you touch me once more that way? Touch me so.
Yes, beautiful fellas, start to finish, beautiful. Thank you so much. Man, that last one, I'm just ready to be on the dance floor. Earlier on, I was like, I'm ready to hear Petunia sing and Jimmy Roy play. And then the last one, yes, I'm ready for this band to come back to Bellingham. We are so lucky in Bellingham that to get Petunia and the Vipers as often as we do, pre-COVID, of course. So really excited to hear that tune down the line. Probably what will happen is I'll be dancing about halfway through and go, oh yeah, this is the one. Very cool.
You know what?
This is the one. You know, it'll hit me later on, years to come.
And I said, you know what?
Oh, I see. Come again. I don't know what.
We're also really lucky in Bellingham.
Yeah.
I think, it's pretty cool.
It's going to be a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is my, I've had a few songs in the book, and I played one earlier, but this is my favorite new one of the summer COVID season. I almost got it in my head. We'll see, there may be a few stumbles in here. This is Robert Sarazin Blake from the kitchen table with special guest Petunia and Jimmy Roy joining him. And what happens, and I'm sure Petunia will agree, you play the gig and then you go stay at somebody's house and you get back to the house and you end up sitting around the kitchen table for a little while and maybe having a little sup of whiskey or something of that nature, and you play a few more songs. So that's where we're at right now. You've only been with us an hour, but we're already at the post show. We're sitting around the kitchen table. Anything goes. This is not a time when we prepared what we're doing. Everybody knew he was lying, even those who thought it was God. If they couldn't explain the thinking, they wouldn't look behind the facade. They just knew it made them feel better than they'd ever felt before. He was the guy they could not deny the chance to be restored. Not all of them are rich and greedy, though a lot of them were. Some of them were needy, needing someone to adore. Someone who told it like it is, using language rough and clear. They You got a kick from this hotel prick, famous for saying you're fired. I believe in you, he said. Be uninformed of my friends. I'll tell you what's true, he said. The start, the middle, and end. The newspapers are lying to you. They don't want you to be right. I'm gonna make this country once again a great place to be white. And the people they knew started dying from a disease they couldn't see. Your man kept on lying, telling them not to believe. The snowflakes and the lip-tarts, slack belly and soft spine. But disease doesn't wave a flag and it leaves the dead behind. It's hard to turn around when you're on a path, even harder to switch teams. It's culture, it's tradition, it's what you believe. But it's hard to defend the behavior, and the lie makes you tired. Millions in November said, hey buddy, you're fired. By a margin of millions, hey buddy, you're fired. Undesired, like meat that's expired. Our country in shame you have mired. With Cohen you conspired. Your actions shall be inquired. Your exit is required. If you stall, a removal shall be transpired, and you won't be rehired. Your situation's dire. You see you're fired. That means you gotta leave your fire.
For us?
There you.
Hey.
Can we pour you a whiskey?
Yes. Yes, please.
All right.
Yeah, one. Here's another new song. Can everyone see both of us?
Yeah.
All four of us are visible all the time.
Yeah. Now we're shared screen. But my volume's a little low, so I missed what you said there.
Oh, I just said it's a new song.
It's a new format.
It's a new song.
It's a new. Listen, you're gonna play a new song.
I'm gonna play another new song.
Another new song. You're a song factory over there in Vancouver.
As I lay me down to rest on one summer's eve, orange and pink the clouds, the sun descending peacefully, I laid my ear upon the ground, though sleep would be in vain. I heard the drum of horses' hoofs upon the dusty plain, out upon the dusty plain. I jumped onto my horse and rode so fast I sensed the danger. A massacre awaited these young boys' eyes. My heart began to pound, lightning then began to flash. Death flew right alongside me. Cut up all the people, all the children too. in all directions. What's the boy to do? I searched all through the stormy night. Our grain turned the ground to red blood red. I cried out to the spirits there, grandmothers and grandfathers, sisters and my brothers too. I wish to write a while, my friend, and wipe away my grief and pain. Amazing thing I saw back there. When the soldiers came, brought those wagon guns, blew everything to pieces. Your tongue is forked in speaking lies. You say that we must civilize. You've no respect for land or sky. You wear dishonor like a crown. This war, it is a genocide, a fact for generations will hide. I'll never take your wicked roadways, will only drag us down and gobble up the earth. A hail of bullets surround me upon my spotted pony. I sprinkle his mane with gopher dust. This is how my way is secret. I saw it in a vision. I'll fight until the end, avenging my ancestors who died out on the prairie where my blood one day will flow. Just count the generations, my blood, it still flows there now. My spirit is alive. Just count the generations, 5.
What a tune! That's new this summer.
Pardon?
New this summer.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful work. Really enjoyed that.
Wow.
Let's do this one here. Leaving the genre of new songs. Going into the genre of seldom played songs. But I did actually think about this. I thought, Petunia's going to be on the show. I'm going to do my song about the Yukon because I got a song about the Yukon, and I can't wait to get back to the Yukon. It was many years since I've been there now, and when I left, it was like, I'm coming back next week. I love this place. The people were wonderful, and it's been a long. Where did I go? Listen to the song, man. I did a home roots tour of the Yukon. So I played every city in the Yukon, of which there are 2, and then I played 10 other places of which they call communities because they have less than 500 people. And wow, it was cool. It was me and C.R. Avery, and touring with C.R. is great because when the plane lands in Whitehorse, that's when CR gets out his phone and starts organizing what mode of transportation we'll be using for the duration of the tour, which landed us in Sarah McDougal's station wagon for the drive up to Dawson City. And then it did break down, and Haynes Junction found me underneath the Subaru station wagon. It was a brilliant, brilliant time. And on the flight home, I wrote this song with a little bit of help from John Hartford. He doesn't know about it. He had already left the earth at the time. Goodbye to the Yukon, goodbye to the snow, goodbye to the cold, cold clouds. I'm off in the morning, south through northern air, wishing I was old crow bound. El Dorado deals cards all night. Dawson City don't close. Goodbye to the Huskies, the mountains, the Mounties, the whiskeys to warm up your smile. The taverns in Dawson, Hotel Haynes Junction, Carcross and Snookum Gin. George Johnson down in Tesla, driving away in his car. The midnight sun, the tourists come to show 'em a real good time. The ghost of Jack London keeps 'em coming. Service keeps them all smiles. There's a hotel on the lake in Atlan, a brothel at the edge of town. The Yanks off to Anchorage, stop in the summer, fuel up for the drive. Better in the winter, turn on the radio, bingo every Friday night. I wish I was at the Gold Rush Hotel. I wish I was at the downtown bar. I wish I didn't have to leave every winter. I wish I was there where you are. Floating the Yukon with a toque on, looking up at the stars. So it's goodbye to the Yukon, goodbye to the snow, goodbye to cold, cold ground. My flight, it is idle, my time all divided, till I'm back around. Waiting for freeze up so we can meet up. To the Yukon.
You meant the snake pit.
The snake?
The snake pit, right? That bar you want to go to later.
Snake pit?
Was it the snake pit in Dawson City?
From what I understand, if you remember going to the snake pit, you didn't go to the snake pit.
Okay. The day I met you, my heart spoke to me. It said to love you to eternity. Not knowing that you were another's bride, I swore I'd always stay close by your side. You know I love you and I always will. You know you're married, but I'll love you still. You broke a heart, you let me cry for you. I'd give the world to belong to you. But the game is over now, I know I'm lost. My broken heart will have to pay the cost. You know I love you and I always will. You know I'm married, but I love you still. Song for a Sunday. One of these.
No song about that tempo. It ain't far
It ain't far
to the bar,
to the bar.
but it's such a long way back. Swear that I'd lay off of that talk, just don't add up. Oh, I can't stop it, cause I'm on a one-way track. It ain't far
It ain't far
to the bar,
to the bar.
but it's such a long way back. Swear that I'd lay off of that talk, just don't add up. Oh, I can't stop it, cause I'm on a one-way track. Listen now, bartender, don't you push me through that door. I swear I will settle down if I could have one more. Listen now, bartender, I'll be quiet. Yes, that's true. You know I have the utmost respect for you. It ain't far
It ain't far
to the bar,
to the bar.
but it's such a long way back. Swear that I'd lay off of that talk, just don't add up. Oh, I can't stop it, cause I'm on a one-way track now. I know that Petunia and Jimmy Roy have seen a lot of music, and I know that their fans who are joining us here at the kitchen table for the first time have seen a lot of music, but have they ever seen the finest Western swing bow-on player in all of Bellingham perform? I'm not sure if they have. Listen now, bartender, won't you push me through that door? I said I'd be quiet, I just want a little more. The band was playing loud and I got a little fresh. Listen, one more drink, I won't put you to the test. It ain't far
It ain't far
to the bar,
to the bar.
but it's such a long way back. Swear that I'd lay off of that talk, just don't add up. Oh, I can't stop it, cause I'm on a one-way track. Swore that I'd lay off of that talk, just don't add up. Oh, I can't stop it, cause I'm on a one-way track.
Are you strapped on board? Are you strapped on the washboard of our Lord? You candle up to heaven. That's a washboard Hank song.
I used to cover Washboard Hank.
Yeah.
Were you playing in the woodpile?
Were you playing in the woodpile when they're all burned down?
Yeah, it's a cool tune.
Yeah, I wish it. Oh, that makes me think of the song. I don't know if I can remember all the words. If you hung around the train yards like I have, if freight sounds in the distance tug your heartstrings, if them freight trains in the distance tug your heartstrings, you'll know that killing off the railroad just ain't right. That just made me think of that. That's another great group. Oh, it's a great song. I guess we should play a full song though, right? Instead of just sampling songs.
Well, sometimes when you're sitting around the kitchen table after the gig, depends on how much whiskey you've supped.
Okay.
Depending on how much whiskey we've all had at the kitchen table after the gig, sometimes partials is all we're able to pull off. But I don't think we're quite there yet. So yeah, go ahead and give us a full blast. You know, intro, verses, choruses, the whole thing.
All right. Oh, I know what we'll play. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Here's another new song. I wish to sing the love I once had, but it's all gone wrong now. come inside. She had such grace, beauty, and style, such a glorious thing lived in me for a while. Filled my soul with light, burning on fire. What a joke now, this wild desire. But it doesn't matter, I go and tell myself it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that I cry, that our hearts are broken, all torn up inside. For like the winter, where all has died, there comes a spring, and we feel revived. But all that I see now is our love on the floor, watching your footsteps walking out the door. But it doesn't matter, I could tell myself it doesn't matter. It drags me down, tortures me, can't get enough of, just can't forget, can't figure out why I need you so, just wish you did have to go, but it doesn't matter, I could tell myself it doesn't matter. Welcome.
Loving it. It's been too long. Yeah, I realize, we had you on the show there back in April when our technology was such that we really could barely pull it together. Now I'm actually able to sit back and relax and enjoy it, which makes me think it's been a long time since I've really heard Petunia, and I miss it. We're just lucky here in Bellingham. We get a lot of Petunia. So let's just check in on some logistics here. Now, if you're joining us for the first time out there in your kitchen table, which is our kitchen table, which is the grand kitchen table, and if you're seeing Petunia for the first time, if you could do us a favor, you go to Petunia's page and you click like. You go to my Facebook page and press like. And for reasons that are mysterious to both Petunia and myself, but maybe mean something to David, that helps our careers. I mean, a few more likes and things are just going to explode. It's going to be a whole different reality for us. So there's that. And then there's the bread. Yes, we need a little bread. So all the contributions come into my accounts, and then I will be shipping them out to Petunia. We'll be spreading them up. So please make a contribution if you can. We have all those links floating around. And trust you me, I'll be passing the bread on to Petunia and Jimmy Roy. What we do is we smuggle it across the border. I give some money to guys with backpacks. They cost a little bit, but it's worth it. And then they go over the border, over the ditch. It's not a long walk. You can make it, and we're going to get that money up to them along with some bargain cheese. So that was just a little humor about Trader Joe's. Not sure if it landed or not. It's hard to tell when you're performing to a camera. Humor. Where are we at? That's right, where we're at. We are at Stump the Band. That means Kim won the award to some degree. There was a trivia question, and Kim was the first to respond. Nobody got the answer right, but Kim was the first. And we'll talk more about right and wrong answers, of which, in the world of art, there is very little right or wrong. But Kim is going to try to stump the band. So I call her here on the phone, and she's going to have a request. And then it will be an interesting thing whether or not Petunia or I can sing the song that she requests. So we're calling Kim. We're calling Kim. with the phone. That's right. It's happening. In real time. Volume's up. Kim, we hope you're out there because...
Hello?
Ah, we got her. Petunia, can you hear Kim? Hey, isn't that cool? This is wild. Kim, where do you live?
I live in Buffalo, New York.
Petunia, have you ever performed in Buffalo?
No, but I saw Ralph Stanley play there.
Wow. Kim works at a music shop. I happen to know Kim because I know all of my fans on a first-name basis. After 25 years, with the size of my audience and the amount of touring I've done, I am able to keep track. Kim, did Ralph Stanley come and buy any guitar strings from your guitar shop?
Rob Stanley?
Ralph Stanley.
Ralph Stanley? I don't know. Maybe.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. But if you didn't notice it, that would take a big part away from the coolness of it. Tell us a little bit about Buffalo today. It can be quite cold there. Once I was in Buffalo, and there was 5 feet of snow that came in overnight,
Yes.
which is Canadian, so that doesn't shock these characters up here in Canada. But to Bellingham, what's the weather today?
It snowed this morning. So, you know, the usual.
What?
I think it's about 38 degrees here right now.
So it's going away.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But yeah, Instagram reminded me of that episode of 5 Feet of Snow the other day.
Yeah,
Because you got to play in my living room because you were stuck here in Buffalo.
that's right.
So,
The great Larry and Rose took me in, and Larry fearlessly drove me across town for an
Yes.
impromptu house concert back when we could gather in rooms.
yes, that was quite a time back then.
So tell me this, have you now, with my prompting, gone to Petunia's Facebook page and pressed like?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I already liked Petunia.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. All right, then I'd say you're well equipped to stump the band. You get 3 requests, and we do the best we can to fulfill them. And if we can't fulfill them, you win a prize. As of yet, we have never been unable to do something. So there's, we did come up with a prize last week nonetheless. So it's a wild riding game. The rules are changing all the time, but that's the framework. So let's start with the request.
My first request is a song that my grandmother used to sing, and she claimed that her father wrote it.
That sounds tough out the gate.
It's called Tramp in the Rain. It's just an old folk song. It's okay if you don't know it.
I saw a light bulb go off with Jimmy Roy there. Tramp in the rain?
Yeah.
We getting anything, fellas?
No.
All right.
I mean, I don't know the words. I have to.
Okay. That's okay.
Petunia has tramped in the rain. I think because I read his zine back when I first met Petunia. It was still we thought it was the '90s, even though it wasn't. He was making zines still about tramping in the rain. Yeah.
I remember those days.
Okay, well, we failed you completely as far as we can tell.
That's okay.
And if Jimmy Roy and Petunia don't know it, I'd say it's a good chance your grandfather wrote it. I mean, we got a couple encyclopedias over there of country music.
Yeah. Okay, the next one you may know.
Let's hold on. We can't hear you, Jimmy Roy. Petunia, can you speak louder or translate what he's saying? Sing it again. Sing it again.
Only a tramp found dead on the street. He was a
Does he have it?
He has something. Can you hear it?
I can't hear. I turn mine.
Okay. Well, we've reached a technical. If I can translate what I heard, only a tramp. Dum 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 dum. Is that it?
No.
Okay, different tramp song. Okay, we're moving right along. Request number 2.
This next request is Tear the Fascists Down by Woody Guthrie.
Good request. Good request.
Thought it appropriate.
Tear the Fascist Down by Woody Guthrie. Petunia, is that in your wheelhouse?
Oh, I don't think I've heard this song.
Well, the band is really hoping number 3 comes through a little stronger here.
Oh man, okay. This one I think you'll know. I know you know this song, but "Unwed Fathers" by John Prine, and that's one of my dad's favorite tunes.
Is your dad alive?
Yeah.
Is he listening in?
I invited him. I don't know if he got the invitation.
Well, has he liked Petunia's Facebook page?
If he hasn't, I'll make sure that he does.
How about a little John Prine from Petunia? Is you got any John Prine up your sleeve? My friends, my fans, everybody at the kitchen table, Kim has stumped the band tonight.
So bad.
She's going to win a prize. I'm going to do, well, the best we could do. Do you have any Woody Guthrie at all up your sleeve over there, Petunia?
Yeah, I need Woody Guthrie.
Sure.
I mean, this is like, all right. Kim, thank you so much. You've stumped the band. And Petunia's going to give us a few bars of Woody, and I might as well. And we really appreciate everybody being with us tonight. And it's snowing in Buffalo, and the band has been stumped. We'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Take care. Okay, bye.
Lots of folk back east these days, beating that hot old dusty way, leaving home every day for the old Toronto mine. Across the Frenchman's as they roll, heading into that old dust bowl. They think they're coming to the sugar bowl, but here's what they'll find. 'Cause the police in Toronto always say your 1800 number for today. Oh, if you ain't got that do-re-mi, folks, if you ain't got that do-re-mi, well, you better go back to beautiful New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, old TV. Travel all around this old country, travel around from world and miles. But believe it or not, you won't find it so hot if you ain't got that do-re-mi. Why, hey, la-di, 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 hey, la-di, la-di, oh. 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 Cats in the kitchen but it won't get me. Hey, la-di, la-di, oh. Cats in the kitchen what they gotta see. Hey, la-di, la-di, oh. Hey, la-di, 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 hey, la-di, la-di, oh.
Very nicely done. I think we need to let you go and get on with other parts of your evening. But we sure are glad you came to the kitchen table, and you're welcome anytime. And I'm so happy to hear you're finding the bright light in this dark time, and finding enjoyable things to do in your small groups, as we all need to do. And I miss you both. I miss your music. Thanks for coming by the kitchen table.
Thank you, Robert. Nice to see you again, buddies.
Great to see you both. Thank you.
Hey, do we have time for one more?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I was trying to cut you free because I thought you may have to run.
Well, I'm good on that. I have one more song I can do.
Yeah, do 2 more.
All right.
Whatever you want, 1 or 2. We're happy to hear it. We have plenty of time.
The song I'm going to send out to Jan Peters.
All right.
And we changed around the arrangement. Oh, glory be this waking light. You hear I see. A sound I've never heard before, sends a shiver to my bones. Must I travel all alone? And now the shadows creeping in, feels like my last breath I'll be taking. Will this be my final home? Why are you people stopping now as you shovel earth upon me? I lay still beneath the cold, cold ground. Will I rise like Jesus did? And will I take to the heavens? And will I wear his starry crown? Right on.
Loving it. Do you have an? Could you do one more for us, or do you want to say goodnight?
Sure.
Oh, you know what? Before you do, we have forgot to mention, David and I have a little song prepared for Jimmy Roy. In your sweet dreams we are in a bar and it's your birthday, drinking salty margaritas with Fernando. Everybody now. In your sweet dreams we are in a bar and it's your birthday, drinking salty margaritas with Fernando. It's your birthday, right, Jimmy Roy? Is it not your birthday?
Oh no, this is getting in the birthday spirit.
I thought a little birdie told me it was your birthday. It's the 30th. Okay. Well, that's, I'm French, of French origin, and my grandmother always said, that's where the Sarazin comes from. Grandmother always said we celebrate a week before and a week after.
Yeah. How it started.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching out there. Can't see you, but thank you. Thanks, Robert. Thanks, David. Don't worry about me. It's all for now. Though I may be blue, I'll manage somehow. Love can't be explained. Love can't be controlled. One day it's warm, about me.
Oh. Woo! 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 Loving it. Loving it. Come on back to Bellingham whenever you can, fellas. Great to hear your music. And enjoy these long, dark nights and these wet days because that's what's going on. So let's enjoy them. Really happy to have you on the show. We'll let you get on with your day. And we're going to load up some fellas with backpacks full of money and send them over the border tomorrow. So we're looking forward to that. They'll make it. That's Petunia and the Vipers. Our touring band. They're coming to your town once this is all over. This COVID, this great time of oddness. Kitchen table. We're sitting around the kitchen table. We were gonna go to the bar, but we weren't able, cause the kids are sleeping upstairs. So we just sit around the kitchen table, and we have a bottle of wine. We're listening, laughing, having ourselves a good time at the kitchen table. Getting more in the kitchen table. The wine glasses will be gone. There'll be a table set for kids with cereal, bread, and coffee and tea. In the afternoon will be empty, and the kids do the homework here after school. Kitchen table, gotta clean up that mess. It's Thursday to Sunday times on the kitchen table. Hey, we can do better than this. Set the table, clear the table. Come sit down at the table. Kitchen table, pour you nothing round if you're able. You're always welcome at our kitchen table. You're always welcome at our kitchen table. You're always welcome at our kitchen table. I send this one out to my dad, Peter Blake. He wrote this next song. Sun was just breaking over the Montana Rockies, past Anaconda and headed back east. Coming into Butte, my backside was aching, though I've been welded right there to the sea. Finding a place in Butte, Montana, at 5 a.m. isn't easy to do. But I saw the neon with some trepidation, figured that it just would have to do. And I was thinking, isn't it amazing what they're doing with plastics? If I hadn't known that, I'd have thought it was wood. The whole world's changing, I know it scares you, but I know you'd stop me if only you could. She was sitting at the edge before my counter, gazing at the blender with a soulful blank stare. The pencil was made of checked polyester, clung to her bowl, just set off her white hair. Short of coffee, no one was looking, took out a pint from her oversized purse, poured out a strong, replaced the bottle, took a long pull and let out a low curse. And I was thinking, isn't it amazing what they're doing with plastics? If I had known better, I thought it was wood. The whole world's changing and I know it scares you. I know you'd stop it if only you could. My omelet came, it was made with Velveeta. I wondered if the eggs had ever been laid. She got up from the counter, walked over to my table, carrying a photo of one of her better days. There were 4 people in that black and white photo, 2 in the uniform of the Army Air Corps, and 2 young women. I guess she was one. That was the night before they all went to war. She talked that night, and the years that came after, the young man never came home. And how all the good times, now most of the bad times, how she can't get over feeling alone. I was thinking, isn't it amazing what they're doing with plastics? If I hadn't known better, I thought it was wood. And the whole world's changing and I know it scares you. I know you'd stop it if only you could. I watched her eyes move slowly from the counter to the floor and then over me. I tried to listen, but she wasn't quite talking. She wandered back over to her counter seat. Back at the counter, she forgot about the coffee, poured out another one stronger than before. Poured out a strong, and then told the waitress nothing is worth a damn anymore. Waitress nodded, made some more coffee, wiped up a spill from off the floor. I got up from my table, she laid her head on the counter. I waved, she smiled, and I walked out the door. I was thinking, isn't it amazing what they're doing with plastics? If I hadn't known better, I thought it was wood. The whole world's changing and I know it scares you. I know you'd stop it if only you could. Back on the road, leaving Butte, Montana, the sun was now full up in the sky. Toya bounced in cracks in the pavement. Thought over there and I started to cry. I was thinking, isn't it amazing what they're doing with plastics? If I hadn't that, I thought it was wood. And the whole world's changing and I know it scares you. I know you'd stop it if only you Thank you very much. What kind of time do we have left, David?
Well, it's 6:50 p.m.
6:50.
Pacific Standard Time.
Has anybody sent in any request? Said we have 10 minutes left here.
We did get a request from Terry Borneman early in the show for Detroit, for our brothers and sisters who are holding strong to make sure that the legal vote, is counted in that city. Before we do that, can I say one thing?
Yes.
Tomorrow is my wife's birthday. And 1 week ago, we celebrated 10 years of being a couple. And I think it's important that I say, Allie, I love you.
Oh.
Happy birthday. And thanks for seeing what I could be in the future 10 years ago.
That's a beautiful line. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
Thanks for seeing in the future what I could be 10 years ago.
She's been very patient.
This one goes out to all the hard-working organizers in the city of Detroit Rock City. And to my friend Terry Borneman, not far away from here. 1 block away, but we don't get together anymore because it's COVID. The hill the Dems have to climb to have votes counted. That's what we're dealing with here. But I believe one person, one vote is the way to go. I believe the Electoral College has got to go. And I believe all the votes in Wayne County should be counted. I believe the first time. And I believe the law should be followed in Michigan. The night nearly done, the bar nearly empty, the crowd's come and gone. Bar staff gets friendly, shots behind counters. Porters need when the curtains are drawn. It's coming up on 3. The man at the piano plays Mercy, Mercy, he's somebody's friend. Or else he ought to be around the south. It all gets foggy, it won't see much clearly. Soon in our memories. The racket is good, everyone's laughing. There's someone by the piano man dancing, the girl in dark hair. Always enchanting, I don't know her name. Maybe it's Nancy. Sean says, could you play Nat King Cole? Cause all 66 is all that he knows. We sing along, blur the town's names outside the snow, replace the rain. Bundles of gold, you know the barmaid's done cleaning. We must move on, she needs new scenery. Too cold for the lawn, off to a gallery. Someone knows someone, something like family. On the record is a band, I think it's Tortoise. Watch the paintings, the sculptures, the portraits. Barmaid rolls joints and they're passed around. She's off of work and we go into town. Bundles of gold, you know the barmaid's done clean. 6 of us now, we lost a few in the journey. Holding canned beer, drunk as the night needs to be. Jackets still on, watch cars on the city streets. Some thinks they see the lights of the police. But there's a fun with that. Glasses some whiskey, it brightens the tongue. Warms the cold cheeks outside for a cigarette. Now we're kissing like you do, and it's new. They remind us all things missing. Hey! Back inside the parties, fading the record skipping. Somebody's snoring, one mattress, 2 blankets. 6 of us share it. Somebody go push the heater near it. Room with the windows starting to get bright. If we don't go in there, it'll still be night. Someone starts to paint and shout. We ask him for beer, and he kicks us out. Thanks for spending your evening with us, your Sunday evening with myself, Robert Sarazin Blake, from the kitchen table. This is the kitchen table. David Pender Lofgren over there making it all come together. And there's always a seat for you at the kitchen table. And we hope to see you next week. It's great to see you. Because we thought you were dead. You come back to life. You get out of your bed, it's great to see you. Was that your ghost? Thought you were gone. Burnt toast, it's great to see you. Whisper nothing, sing softly on your ear. Try not to cut you. Moment that's here, shout what might be. Feeling's clear. I couldn't ask for anything more. It's all about the times we share. It's all about the times we share. Great to see you. Gotta stay. You're here for the long night. Are you leaving at the break of day? It's great to see you. Yeah, it's true. It's great to see you. It's great to be near you. It's all about the times we share. It's all which makes it so hard to be sharing time with people in rooms, but perhaps through another lens. Everybody we see on the street, everybody we don't see on the street, everybody in this town, in this country, in that other country, and all the countries on planet Earth are going through the same thing. We're all sharing this time together. Maybe there's something we can pull from that. It's all about the times we share. Thanks to Petunia for joining us today. Next week we have Caleb Cloud and Reed Williams joining us. We've got a great lineup coming in December too. We got the holiday show coming in. That's right, a very subdued Christmas coming your way from the kitchen table. where I will be reciting Child's Christmas in Wales, as I do every year, and I'm looking forward to that. One Christmas was so much like the other in the years around the Seatown corner. Now and out of all sound except the distant speaking of voices I sometimes hear, a moment before sleep that I can never recall, whether it snowed for 6 days and 6 nights when I was 12. Or 12 days and 12 nights when I was 6. It's all about the times. We share all the Christmases roll down toward a two-tongued sea, like a cold and headlong moon bundling down the sky that was our street, and stop at the rim of the ice-edged, freezing waves, and I plunge my hands into the snow and bring out whatever I can find. It's all about the time.